President Trump's travel ban continues to spark controversy from the U.S. and overseas. Thousands of people even protesting at airports across the country. And this ban has quickly turned into a hot button issue, not just in Central Florida, but around the world. And we are joined now on set by Yazan Abdin.
And you work here in Orlando on immigration cases with the Nejame law firm.
I do, yes.
And we understand that really your phone has been ringing off the hook. You have some clients who have not been affected by this at this point, but you've been talking with them because they could be.
Yes, so no one actually has been affected as far as I know. None of mine have yet. We did reach out to them as soon as we found out the ban was coming, which I believe was on Wednesday. And we reached out to any clients from Syria, Libya, any of those countries that could be affected, warned them not to leave the United States because we weren't sure exactly what was going to happen.
Well, what else are you telling them besides that? Because some people were actually in the air when this ban was put into place.
Right, so those people we weren't able to reach. Hopefully they would know to ask for a phone call. They have our number, so that's what they should do. If you have an immigration attorney's number, call them. If you don't, ask for a phone call. Call a family member and have them reach an attorney for you to come to the airport.
So when you reached out to your clients and told them, hey, we hear that this order may be coming down, we're advising you not to leave the country, I mean, what was their reaction to you?
They were shocked. They didn't see it coming. So back when President Trump was talking about this type of stuff several months ago, I don't know if everyone took it necessarily so seriously. So when it did happen, it was a shock to us as attorneys, and the clients were devastated, especially the ones that needed to travel to go see ill family members or attend a wedding of a family friend.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were surprised because they felt like there was no warning leading up to this. It just kind of went into effect on Friday. And we know that a lot of entities are now filing a lawsuit to try and block this order. Is your law firm working on any type of lawsuit like that? I
believe attorney Shahzad Ahmed, who is a partner at the law firm, I believe he's filed a federal lawsuit, and if he hasn't, I believe he plans on doing so. In addition to that, we are going to be going to the airport and supporting people and working cases pro bono to help out any families who are being affected by this.
Yeah, your coworker who you just mentioned, we know he does have a client who was actually held up at an airport, and he's been working to try and help them out.
Yeah, he briefly mentioned that to me. I don't know the details of the case, so I don't want to get into that one. But yeah, I believe he does. You're right.
Now, even though you said you got word early that this was going to happen, so you were able to alert your clients. Now, were you surprised that it was going to happen as quickly as it did?
Yes and no. 2 orders were signed on Wednesday about the wall and protecting the interior, and those took effect pretty quickly. But obviously, because of the nature of the language of those executive orders, they would take time to execute. For example, building the wall, that's not something that could take effect overnight. It takes several days, weeks, months.
Sure.
With this one, however, it was a little different because stopping visa issuances and stopping people from entering, you can do that immediately. And so as soon as it was signed, it automatically took effect.
And is there anything now, I know people are protesting at airports, not just here locally, but all across the country. Is there anything that can reverse this?
Possibly, yes. So I imagine this will work its way through the court system as DAPA did a few months or years ago. And it'll work its way probably to the Supreme Court, and we may get a permanent injunction. At least that's what a lot of us attorneys are hoping for.
In the meantime, a lot of people are just kind of left in limbo, potentially not able to go and travel and visit their relatives or even come back into the country.
Yes, yes, and that's what makes it difficult, because immigration is about family unity. And so by signing this executive order, we're tearing families apart, and that's the hardest part for my clients.
Yeah, well, Yazan Abdin with the Nejame Law Firm, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
And hopefully answering some questions for people who might still kind of be wondering exactly what's going on. Thank you.
Absolutely. You're welcome.